Hi, my name is Justice Amir. I use ze, them, zir pronouns. I'm a poet, and I'll be reading my poem, Body Without the D. Body Without the D is a poem that I use to try to express an experience in words that was very hard to express in words, and so I had to change the language a little bit. Content warning for gender dysphoria. The body wakes up. The body looks at itself. The body notices something missing. There is both too much and not enough flesh on the body. The body is covered in hair. What a hairy body. Some makes it look more like a body. Some makes it look more like a monster. The body did not learn to shave from its father, so it taught itself how to graze its skin and cut things off. The body cuts itself by accident. The blood reminds the body it is a body. Reminds the body how a body bleeds. Reminds the body that not every body bleeds. The body talks to a girl about bleeding. She explains how this body works. This body is different from hers. Body has too much and not enough flesh to be her. The biology of a body is just. Body will only ever be a body. The body is black. So the body is and will only ever be a body. The body couldn't be a man if it tried. The body tried. The body feels empty. The body feels like it will only ever be empty. The body feels that it will never hold the weight of another body inside of it, no matter how many D's fit inside the body. The body is a hollow facade. It attempts a convincing veneer. Body dresses. What hips on the body? Body paints its face. What lips on the body? Body adorns itself with labels written for lovelier frames. What a beautiful body. Still a body, but a fierce body now. A royal body now. A body worthy of being called a queen. What a dazzling ruse. To turn a body into a lie everyone loves to look at. The body looks at itself. The body sees all the gawking at its gloss. The body hears all the masses asking for its missing. The body offers all of its letters. B for the birth. O for the operation. Y for the lack left in its genes. What this body would abandon for the risk of being real. The body is real. Enough and too much. Existing as its own erasure. What an elusive D. Evading removal. Avoiding recognition. Leaving just a body that is never lost, but can't be found.